The drug war is a failure. Get rid of it.
Oh, you libertarians and pot.
For 7 years on this show, I fought with conservatives about personal freedoms. Ann Coulter says I'm not only wrong, well, I can't say what she said.
This is why people think libertarians are. We're living in a country that is 70% socialist. The government takes 60% of your money. They're taking care of your health care, of your pensions. They are telling you who you can hire, what the regulations can be.
What's it have to do with the drug war?
And you want to suck up to your little liberal friends and say, oh, but we want to legalize pot.
Not just pot, all drugs. And I'm not sucking up to my liberal friends. I'm upset about the drug war because it's terrible. It locks up nonviolent people, creates a vicious black market, and makes drugs more dangerous.
Legal drugs are safer drugs.
On one show, one of my favorite guests, now she's editor of Reason magazine, took on Prohibition's current crusade, banning e-cigarettes.
Should I be allowed to open this little case and do this?
Of course vaping nicotine should be legal.
This is a safer product than a regular cigarette. That's because somebody figured out how to make money selling us drugs that we want to consume. The people who make money on drugs right now are people who are willing to operate in black markets, and I'd rather see it all out in the light of day.
Fortunately, we've made some progress. Marijuana is now legal for recreational use in 7 states and Washington, D.C. Sex is also legal, fortunately, but some people get very upset if money's involved. Sex workers, prostitutes we call them, say, it's my body. Why is it the government's business if I charge money for sex? You're selling your body. That just feels sleazy, demeaning to people.
Well, really, I'm renting it. Selling implies that they own it, and I still own myself. The beauty about this country is that I get to live my life based on my morals and my values, as long as I'm doing so
only
within
in these few counties of Nevada.
In the law. And yes, I moved from the Midwest to be able to do it within the confines of the law.
Most states say what she does is a crime. But I would think in a free country, adults should get to own their own bodies, do whatever we want with them, as long as we don't directly hurt others. We should certainly be able to do what we want with our possessions. But again, politicians want restrictions. Donald Trump recently tweeted, nobody should be allowed to burn the American flag. If they do, perhaps a year in jail. What? I wouldn't burn a flag, but I have that right. It's free speech. Also private property. If I buy the flag or make one, it's mine to do with what I want. You can criticize me, shame me, ban me from your home, but don't tell me that I cannot do what I want with my own personal property or person. In some states, even my friendly poker game is illegal. Governments ban all sorts of gambling to protect us, they say, but then they run their own gambling scam. It's called the state lottery.
You can pick your jackpot, too, and win millions more.
I call this a scam because the odds this government monopoly gives are far worse than any casino game. And the players are disproportionately poor people. It's disgusting that government promotes this.
With 15 chances to win up to $1 million a year.
While at the same time, some states ban versions of this.
A flush?
That's my friendly poker game. I was surprised that some of the players supported a gambling ban.
We're not all mentally and psychologically strong enough or able to govern ourselves, which some people.
The liberal wants government to do something.
The addictive element of gambling forces, the government to step in because it is addictive.
Give me a break. Fortunately, other players were wiser.
We are intelligent enough to know our limits. Leave the government out of it.
And let me decide for myself.
Just like they do. Don't take my right away from me.
Don't. But politicians do all the time.
Thank you.